Hey everyone, welcome back to another LightWork tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to show you how to add technologies. Like when I say technologies, I mean lights, before and after lights, so the ones you're removing and the ones you're installing to a floor plan, and also how to add new lights from the technology register to your favorites list so they're more easily available. So if I go into the job list first and I click on a belly full of lollies, just as an example project, and open that up, what we can do then is go into the spaces. So I'm going to use head office as an example. So if I open up that space, here's head office, and you can see there's no lights on there yet. So if I click this little light bulb down the middle, bottom here, on the left is our tech list. So if I press and hold that, it can come up with the option to edit, and if I want to have a look and see what I've chosen, I've selected a T8 with a magnetic ballast that doesn't have any EEI markings, and also made it 36 watts. You can make adjustments there if you need to, but I'm going to stick with the T8. It's quite a lot of T8s in offices, so hit OK, and you can add as many technologies as you want. For example, maybe in the office there was also some downlights, so tungsten halogens, 35 watts with a magnetic ballast, OK, and it's added to your list there. And then up the top right, you can toggle between before and after drawing. So we're in the before drawing. If I hit after drawing, you can see now I've got in there already an emerald planet. And if I hit edit, I can see the details on that. And it's a LED tube only. So you can see their classification, LED tube lamp only. And if I'm happy with that, I can hit OK, it'll stay there, and I can add a new one if I want. So for example, I'll just go back to before. We can start selecting and putting lights on the floor plan, and all you need to do is select it and touch where you want the light to be, and at the moment that is one tube, and I can go up here and change it to 2 lamps. Maybe it's a twin fitting. There you go, they're twin fittings now, or maybe you've got 3 or 4 or more. You know, if you've got quad fitting, you can add them on like so. And doing it one at a time can be a little bit arduous, so I'll just undo, hit the undo button and remove these. Maybe we actually have twin fittings, but there's a grid of them. So maybe they've got a row of 7 by 4. So you select 7 by 4, and then you can just drag it out. So here are my lights that are getting installed in the office, for example. And then once you're happy with that, you can go to after, and you can select this LED tube that you're going to replace them with. Change it to 1, because we're going to replace one tube with one LED lamp. And then there's a like for like button here. So top middle, hit that, and it actually replaces one with the other, and you can switch the arrow around if you wanted to go vice versa. Also you can choose, are you talking about the T8s that you want to change, or the tungsten halogens? So I'll click T8, and I want them to become the emerald planet tubes. You just hit OK, and they've been copied across, and your before and after drawings are done like that. Now let's say, for example, I didn't want to use so those are singles, so if I made a mistake, I can hit the undo button, and I actually want them to be twin lamps. So go to twin, like for like. Oh, there we go. Twin. Okay. Perfect. So they're all twin. Every tube is replaced with an LED. Now, if I decide that I actually wanted to make these panel lights, so I didn't want to install LED tubes, I'll just save that. What you can do is hit the plus button over here and add a new technology, and this list here is your favorite list. So this is a list of all the lights that I like to use in my upgrades, but I can't see any panel lights in here yet. So I'm going to show you how to add a new light to your favorite. So if we exit this, just get out of it, cancel, and now we leave all the way back to the tech register. And up the top right here, we've got the public list and my favorites list. So obviously the job I'm doing at the moment is a Victorian job, so I drop down menu and pick from my Victorian tech. And I can see the public list, all my favorites again. And these are all my favorites, but there's no panel light in there. So I want to add a panel light. So I go back to public, and you can actually bring up, touching in the top right there, so just up here there's a little button. If you hit that, it can bring up some search options. and I actually know the model number that I want to use, and the model number is S9076DP. Right, so it comes up here, you click on it, show, and you can see it's a Sal branded light. Open it up, it's a panel light, registration date, it's eligible in Victoria, and it's for 39.72 watts, and I can mark that as a favorite. Hit OK. You can also click this little green star on and off. When you're happy, you've made it a favorite, you can go back into your job, where I was, a belly full of lollies, go into the space again now, head office, after, the after drawing in the top right, and you hit the little light bulb at the bottom here to bring up the lights, and hit the plus. And then in my favorites list, if I scroll down the bottom, you can see the new Sal. So if I click on this light, uploads all the details, and maybe these lights have, for example, daylight link control. So go OK. Now on the left here you can see I've got the two options. Now when I do like for like button, I could say I want all of the T8 tubes not to become LED anymore, but they're going to become panel lights. So obviously there's only one panel light, it's not two LED tubes, so I make it one lamp, hit OK. There you go, easy as that. So now in the before, you have twin T8 36 watts, and after you have your panel lights. Anyway, I hope that was a useful tutorial. Please feel free to contact us directly with any questions.